The movie.
And then we've got
I
this
am God.
intro
Alert.
here that just play up.
Someday we'll get that right.
Will we though?
Welcome, everybody.
Hello.
To Clickbait Sports. We've got the entire crew this time. Everyone has come back. We got Brandon Perna over here.
Back, baby.
Tree is there. Scooter back from SEC Game Day. The BMOC.
Most famous.
And then we got
guy in
Tom
this
Grassi.
show.
And we will be talking about that with you, Scooter, in a little bit. However, what is with taunting in the NFL? This new rule.
Oh my God.
This new rule that's come up. Brandon, what do you think of this new rule?
Well, it's not a new rule. They're just emphasizing it this season, right? And I think all football fans hate it. I was under the impression that there's not a single person watching the games going, I like this emphasis on taunting. And then our friend of the show, Mike Florio, posts an article about how
I resent that.
NFL taunting, the emphasis on it, is a good thing in the long run because it prevents brawls. It prevents cheap shots and brawls.
What?
And as everybody knows, brawls have been a real problem in the NFL. I don't remember a single game I've watched in the last 20 years where all of the players didn't try to fight each other at the same time.
They can't play ballroom blitz anymore or the loudspeaker at stadiums because of that issue. Yeah, it's just instigating all of the players. Yeah,
that song has just been labeled as taunting on the Billboard Top 100.
Yeah.
This issue actually affected the Cowboys game this past week. Keenan Allen was flagged for taunting, and to me, I was happy. I was happy. I was on that side of it. But to me, it literally just looked like he walked up to the man and said a couple of words. Next thing you know, it's a 15-yard penalty. Where have we gone as a society where talking to someone is a 15-yard penalty? Where have we gone where someone just celebrating? Like I saw a montage and a guy just got up and was like, hype, 15 yards. Are you kidding me? Like, bro, come on. This is football. People are literally getting taken out left and right, and you're throwing a flag over something soft like that. This is football.
Yes, it is.
This is not European football. This is American football. Tom, what do you think?
A little stat for you guys. 11 taunting penalties so far this season. That matches all that were called in 2020. So they are really trying to make a statement. And Scooter, I saw that play. And honestly, the way the ref threw that flag in Keenan Allen's face should have been flagged for taunting.
Yep.
Yes.
He was
I agree.
It's taunting on taunting.
Well, if you were watching that whole game, Chargers versus Cowboys,
so bad.
The main characters were the refs. They thought people were there to see them, which for a stale corporate environment like SoFi, which they've spent billions of dollars to develop, build, and maintain, hey, you're not there to watch football. You're there for an experience, and the refs are trying to build that experience. That's why they taunt. And a quick question for all of you. Who would you think would be the most penalized for taunting, and why is it Scooter?
Ooh.
That is fair.
That's not even a whole segment. I think that's just a unanimous decision.
I'll take that.
I think if Scooter had been here last week, after his Cowboys were so close to beating the Bucs, and we gave him so much grief the week before, he definitely would have been flagged for taunting the most.
Gosh. All I have to say about that, and I'll let it go because I wasn't here. All I have to say is the Cowboys played outstanding. They played how everyone thought the Packers were going to play in week 1. That's all I'm going to say.
Taunting.
Yeah, where's the flag? This is BS here. If the NFL doesn't allow this crap, then we shouldn't allow this either. But here's what I will say. All right. Any Survivor fans here and watch the show Survivor? Okay, no, all right, great. So there was this guy seasons ago, right? Skinny, nerdy guy. His name's Cochran was his last name, right? Won the entire thing. Spoilers for a few seasons ago. Survivor.
Wow.
Okay, I know it was a while ago. But basically, he used his intelligence to win the game. So I'm saying if we are going to keep taunting, I want to see like some nerdy guy like go in there and find a way to make players really pissed off to give them free yards. And it's a whole different way to play football. It's 5D chess.
Psychological.
So I'm saying you get all the people in there just doing these little minute things, right? That are able to tick off enough players. And then boom, you go from the 1 yard line to the 1 yard line on the other side. And it's just free real estate.
Rodrigo Blankenship. He fits the look for the nerdy guy to make people angry.
Let's get it.
But you know what never makes me angry, guys?
What doesn't make you angry?
DraftKings Sportsbook.
That was a good
played,
transfer.
sir.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Even though
At least a 9 out of 10.
Smooth.
So much
At least
money.
9 out of 10.
So much money on the Texans. This week, I
$400.
went all in on the Panthers, my number one team in Tom and I's power rankings.
No, not Tom and I's. No. Do not throw me in there.
Tom
I
agreed. The
team.
Panthers are the best team in football. By a long
I did
shot.
not put the Carolina Panthers at number 1. No.
Okay, but DraftKings Sportsbook is putting us at number 1. Clickbait Sports. You use the promo code Clickbait Sports, and right now DraftKings matching your deposits up to $1,000. So you're getting a bonus just by supporting Clickbait Sports. DraftKings, they've got same game parlays, player props. I did a player prop bet for tonight's game. Christian McCaffrey, Robbie Anderson. If you guys get over 100 yards each, Daddy is going to feast. I'm going to buy Taco Bell. DraftKings, Clickbait.
You're going to feast, but you're going to dump it all out in the morning.
Touche. I've got.
Look at the code, guys.
I'm going to use the
code is
money.
clickbait.
To get
Y'all see the code? Everyone point at the code. Point at the code. It's clickbait.
I'm too far from the code.
The code is
mean,
clickbait. Use
Move it up here so I can do this.
We're so all in at DraftKings, we made it our thumbnail today because dang it, TJ, you did a bang up job with the money tree. It was the funniest thing I saw today. So DraftKings Sportsbook, the link is in the description. You know the code. Go take advantage of their free money because they're just giving it to you.
Speaking of money, Derrick Henry was voted the AFC Player of the Week after putting up 182 yards and 3 touchdowns against single-handedly beating them. Guys, give me your thoughts. Is he the best player in the NFL? Is he the best player?
He's the best player
NFL right now.
Dude, everyone said he was washed last week. Make up your minds.
Dude, it wasn't even last week because I had the unfortunate task of streaming the Cowboys-Chargers game, which was terrible. No, Scooter, it's not you. The Chargers had 12 flags. It was a terrible game just to watch. It wasn't good.
It's vintage Chargers. That's what it is.
It was terrible. But in my chat, the entire first half, people are going off on Derrick Henry. I drafted him in fantasy. He is garbage. He's trash. And then the second half, he's just like, okay, and just destroys them. So
yes,
my man was. I like to think Derrick Henry was in the chat, and he saw that, and so you're welcome. You're welcome.
Listen, I've interviewed Derrick Henry before. I met this man at a national championship game. AT&T flew me out for that.
Oh Lord,
this man's head is bigger than my head 4 times over. I'm not even exaggerating.
Said to you, Scooter.
Bigger than my torso.
Like his head is humongous. I would hate to have to tackle this man. He is a beast. You can't even go low on him. You cannot even go low. I'm scared.
I have a question.
He'd bulldoze me about 20 yards.
Yeah. Would you rather try to tackle Derrick Henry or try and tackle a garbage truck speeding at you at 50 miles an hour?
I think I'm going to take the garbage truck. I'm all over that.
Derrick Henry.
Would you rather tackle Derrick Henry or a Boeing 747?
Is it moving?
No.
Oh, then I can take that guy out. Landing gear, done. Easy.
And the luggage hasn't even been put on the plane.
Dude, what are you talking about? That's a joke.
Now that you put it that way.
Yeah.
And the drink cart off the plane.
5 is going to put that thing in an arm bar so quick. It's going to go down.
Adam, though, to answer your question, no. he is not the MVP because the MVP right now is Rain Dakota Prescott. Had Dak beat the Buccaneers, which we should have, by the way, everyone would be proclaiming this man MVP. Look at the power rankings right now. What team is number one in all the power rankings? It's the Bucks.
That's not true.
It's the Bucks. ESPN's power rankings, they have the Bucks. If the Cowboys would have beat the Bucks,
ESPN?
Where would we have been? We would have been number one in the power ranking. I don't want to hear this. Dak will win the MVP, and that is my vote right now.
Well, if you look at the MVP odds right now, Derrick Henry. So unfortunately for all the Derrick Henry stands out there, he's at plus 10,000. Patrick Mahomes is at plus 500. Tom Brady at plus 550. Aaron Rodgers at plus 1,300. Dak Prescott. Can I get some guesses as to where Dak Prescott is?
I mean,
plus $1 billion.
Listen,
I would say plus 1,500.
That's a good guess right there.
I'll say it plus 1,501 for Price is Right rule.
Oh, come on down. You're the next contestant.
I won nothing.
I'm just saying, like, it's very difficult to win the MVP as a running back as well. Because there's been 15 consecutive AP MVPs, and they all been quarterbacks. So I just don't think that Derrick Henry is going to win.
They reuse Madden cover, guys. Like they're putting Mahomes on there again before they're putting Derrick Henry on there. So
yeah, he had 2,000 yards.
Wow,
2,000 yards. Like if he doesn't get it, if he didn't get it last year, he's got to run for 2,500 yards, and
he's got to pass for 2,500 too. That's how you get MVP in this league.
Throw for at least
accurate. I would love that if he just starts throwing like on the 1 yard line, like to himself, like just lobbing it to himself, just as getting the passing touchdowns as well.
15
he's like, now do you notice me? Dude. Now do you notice?
It'll be Marcus Mariota style. Remember where he deflects it off the defender, then he catches it, and then he gets a touchdown. See? Double bonus points, not just for the pass reception, but the catch, the fumble recovery, and the yard gained. So you know what? That is ultimate fantasy points. That's also an incredible cheat code. NFL, I think you should use that. You want points. You want action.
Here's my question. We all know Derrick Henry's killing the game right now, right? Is there a running back in the NFL right now you would rather have than Derrick Henry? Ask yourself. Search your hearts. Chat.
I got that guy on already. His name's Javonte Williams, Rookie of the Year candidate. All he does is break tackles. He's broken less tackles than Nick Chubb.
Realistically,
in 3 weeks he'll break his leg.
Would you take a Christian McCaffrey over a Derrick Henry right now?
The only back that I think that I would want to have right now on the same level as Derrick Henry would be Tony Pollard. So I'm just thinking he is close on that level.
Tony Pollard,
because he is balling out.
Best running back.
I don't even know who's the other guy. Who's the other guy on the Cowboys?
Are we gonna get into this right now?
Does Lamar Jackson count? Can I pick him instead? Because then I got two. That would work as well.
No. Their backup running back's Ben DiNucci. Remember?
Ben DiNucci.
If we want to get into the Cowboys running back controversy, I'm not afraid to talk about that. We can talk about that if you want. So let's go there.
Right now, who's the better back? Who's the better back? Tony Pollard or Ezekiel Elliott? And I know you're friends with Zeke, so don't let that cloud your judgment.
This is how I'm going to answer this question. I don't know if you guys used to watch football back in the day a little bit further. Before Zeke, we had a running back named Darren McFadden. Okay,
you did.
Yep, y'all remember him?
He was a
former Raider.
Well, we also had another
Murray
running back during that time, and his name was Felix Jones. Okay, we had a two-headed monster. But Felix Jones was always injury prone, couldn't really get in the game that often.
Not EA.
We have, once again, a two-headed monster in Zeke and Tony Pollard. Everyone's pitting these guys against each other. Why? There's no reason. They work in tandem together. Of course it's going to look like Tony Pollard's doing better because when Tony Pollard's in, they don't put people in the box. He's going to get more yards because there's less people in the box. When Zeke comes in the game, they stack the box. He's less of a passing threat. So, yes, Tony Pollard might be performing better than Zeke. But what can't he do that Zeke does do? Pass protection.
He makes significantly less money against the cap. That's what
Jumps in a Salvation Army
He
bucket.
he also fumbles less too.
Well, listen,
so you're not gonna.
If you want to get 1 yard and it's 4th
amounts
and
of
1,
food.
Tony Pollard's not going to be in the game. It's going to be Zeke. Okay, Zeke is the hammer. Tony Pollard is the lightning.
Sickle.
That's all I'm saying. There's no need to put these guys against each other because they're working in tandem. They're working together. They are the new age Darren McFadden, Felix Jones. I rest my case.
All right. Good for you. Speaking of two things that go together, like two losses.
Whoa.
How that for a segue?
Whose team's undefeated here? Whose team's undefeated here?
Who would have
You're
ever
up the
thought-
softest schedule in the league. You're playing the Jets next week.
You're playing the Jets.
Yeah, you're gonna start 3-0.
Literally 3.
Yeah,
Who would have thought
having to
all
play
of
an
our
NFL
teams,
team.
Perna
Who
is
is
doing the best out of all of us. Like
We've got
BS.
We've got 7 teams in the league that have started 0-2, and honestly, I don't know if any of these teams are going to make the playoffs. But do you think, guys? And don't all speak at once because it would sound stupid. Don't all speak at once. Which one of these 0-2 teams, the Giants, Lions, Vikings, Falcons, Jets, Jaguars, or Colts, makes the playoffs, or none of them? What say you?
Can you name them again? Can you name them again slower?
Giants, Lions, Vikings.
Don't Man, if y'all don't just name them one more time, what the heck?
if you looked at the rundown, Scooter.
I
One
mean, for the
episode, we
people,
should all
not
just
for me, for the
talk like
people,
that.
the people
and,
watching.
pretend like that's how the world is
Right.
now.
Giants, Lions, Vikings, Falcons, Jets, Jaguars, and Colts.
Here, I'm going to help you, Scooter. Boom.
Wow.
It's not for me. It's for everyone watching.
Oh my God! We have visuals.
Visual
We have
aids.
visuals now. That's
Visual aids. It's the only kind of aids you want to get. See.
Oh my gosh. I'm going Falcons if I have to pick between them.
Really?
You're saying the Falcons are going to make the playoffs?
Of these teams, I don't trust Kirk Cousins.
What about the Colts? If any of those teams-
Carson Wentz has 2 bad ankles.
I know, but their defense is that good, and I think Jonathan Taylor is going to kind of come back a little bit. But
Not with the past 2 weeks they have.
Carson Wentz's ankles are like Chris Paul in the NBA playoffs when he got crossed
What
up.
about the Colts? What about them? What
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
about the Colts? You think the Colts have a better chance of making the playoffs over the Falcons?
do you want another bet that you're going to lose? Yeah, I would.
I mean, let's
say the Colts
make a
do
bet
better.
right here on Clickbait.
Let's go.
Let's do it right now.
Right,
The
Colts,
Atlanta Falcons will have a better record than the Minnesota Vikings. What are we doing?
Atlanta Falcons? You forgot your own team for a second?
All right, I want in on this action.
Did you say Falcons?
Yeah.
What did I say?
Okay.
The Falcons. Yeah, I
You
went
said
Falcons.
the Falcons will have a better record than the Vikings.
Yeah.
Wait.
Right?
Wait, then the Colts. I'm saying
Oh,
the Colts.
Oh, the Colts.
Colts
Sorry.
too. Let's do it. Colts
Okay,
too. What are we doing?
All right, so Scooter. So the bet is the
Okay.
Indianapolis Colts will have a better record than the Falcons. Yes, we're good. That's what it's gonna
Yes.
be. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. All right, what are we putting on this one?
Chat. Let us know. Come
Let's
up
get
with
it.
something, chat. We'll circle
Let's
back.
get it.
We'll circle back.
I think it's like shaving an eyebrow off. Like let's put some real
Whoa.
skin in this game.
No, I can't do that. I can't do
Yeah.
that. That's
Yeah.
too many
Oh.
videos.
Mr. Hollywood right here.
That's too many
No, okay, maybe
Just
it's
fix
not that severe to shave an eyebrow off, but maybe
Listen, I trust Kyle Pitts. All right, they're gonna figure some things out in Atlanta. Matt Ryan is depreciating as we speak right now,
That's true.
but
That's fair.
I think they can pull it together. Okay, I think they can pull some wins together way more than the injury-prone T.Y. Hilton.
what's the
he's
chat
not playing.
saying right now? What's the chat saying for a bet right here?
You know who I think is actually
Loser
the
dresses
team
as
that could
either
make the playoffs there?
Wildflower or Wild Scooter. That's not that bad,
Hmm.
but that's not.
No, I want something.
We want blood.
Because we already got a bet going on, so it's got to be
That's true.
elevated.
How about a whipped cream bikini for one of you?
I'm allergic to whipped cream.
I
So.
mean,
No.
is that a
Who gets
punishment,
to
though?
eat it?
Nobody
all?
wants to
Oh,
see
God.
Is that a punishment? Ask yourself.
We'll come back to that. We'll come back to this wager. But honestly, for me, none of these teams are making the playoff. None of these teams are all hot garbage. And I'm a little disappointed that none of you said the Giants because maybe they actually.
Adam, I was just gonna say, I think if any team has a chance, it's the Giants because they're gonna start using Daniel Jones like one Lamar Jackson. I think they have pieces there to be a good team. They just shoot themselves in the foot.
What pieces?
Underperform. And here's the kicker.
The Vikings
don't
don't
think
have
the
one.
NFC East is that good.
What
So,
pieces?
wait, I
What
want
pieces?
to
You
go
said
back
they
to
have
something.
pieces.
Wait.
What pieces do they have?
So
Because you
you
said they
got-
have pieces.
They've
Scooter,
got a
you have
quarterback
an
who's very athletic. They've got
Okay.
Saquon Barkley, who is not quite right yet, but he should be okay. They've got wide receivers, and their defensive line, not too shabby. Not too shabby. Their real weakness, their secondary, their pass defense. 'Cause that's
Yeah, they let Taylor Heineken tear them up on passing, which is scary. One thing I just want to ask you, Scooter, like you have faith in Kyle Pitts, but you don't like Kadarius Toney?
Oh no,
What's up
I
with that?
love Kadarius Toney. The thing
but
is,
because he's a
Giants-
giant.
the Giants aren't utilizing this man correctly. He's not an X receiver. Why are y'all splitting this man out? He's short.
By
He's
the way,
like 5'11", and you're putting him out on the wing. He's a slot receiver. Get him some screens. Get him some runs. That's where he excels. I don't know what Jason Garrett is doing, but I'm glad we have Kellen Moore.
Well, you know what Jason Garrett's doing is doing the Jason Garrett. All right, some housekeeping things right here. This is your segment, your time to shine. Oh, by the way, we just crossed 3,000 viewers. Keep it up, share, like, comment, all that. Also, if you want, use the code Clickbait in DraftKings.
never like, never comment, never subscribe.
Unsubscribe,
Shut your eyes and forget you
dislike,
saw this.
and never comment. Comment negative.
people are saying burn our jerseys, by the way.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of
A jersey burn.
Relax.
Oh, and you got to
Bad
post
for the
it on
environment.
Twitter.
Bonfire.
Like,
Bad
really
for the
mad.
environment. Wildflower would not approve of that. I'm just
He
saying.
would not.
I'm just
He
saying.
would not.
If it's a controlled burn, you're fine.
You got to
true.
burn your jersey like because Dak didn't throw for 400 yards. He only threw for 350.
Bro.
It's like curse you.
All I'm
By the
saying
way,
is
did you
Dak's
see
having
that
a great year.
tweet of Kadarius Toney super quick? Did you guys see that tweet that it was just like, hey, yes, you sitting right there. You have more yards than Kadarius Toney because he has a -2 right now.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Listen, y'all gonna leave Kadarius Toney alone. This man is gonna prove himself
Giants
when
are
he
leaving
gets
him
an
alone.
opportunity.
The Giants
When he
are
gets an
so alone.
opportunity,
They're not doing
he'll prove
anything.
himself. I just
Someone
don't
say
know if
Walt
that will
Scooter?
be on the
What?
Giants. Why do you keep throwing that up like that? I like that picture. What the
No, it's a
heck?
good
This
picture.
is
Of
a
you.
It's
young-
a good picture. It's just
A
so
young
like.
Click
Scooter.
here for comedy. It's
This was
funny
the first
caption.
time I was on the Today Show. I met Kathy
The
Lee and Hoda.
first time.
It's first
The
time, huh?
first
Uh-huh.
time.
Big deal.
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Throw it up again.
That was the first time I was at
Throw it up
ESPN. That's
again.
the first time I was on game day. Yeah, it was the first time I met the
Scooter
president
and I
of the
get
United
shout out by the
States.
NFL.
Y'all are hating.
All
I
right.
look good in purple.
Well,
Listen.
No, you do.
Well,
It's
guess
like
what?
a
That's
model-worthy
a
pick.
15-yard penalty for taunting. First down. You're muted for 15 seconds, Scooter.
We bring it
So-
up because we're jealous. That's
Yes,
why.
we are jealous. Speaking of jealous, Scooter, you were down there at
Matt Lauer
game
there?
day. You're muted, by the way.
Did you
What
guys
was that
watch
like?
that room?
What did you get to do? Take us through it.
So I was on SEC Nation with Laura Rutledge, Tim Tebow, and that whole crew. I was in the pit though with my Gator brethren. It was just a great atmosphere, really. I don't think the Bama hasn't been in the swamp for over like 10 seasons, I think. It was electric. At the end of the game, even though we did lose the game, it was one of the best games I've ever attended in person. Nick Saban would go on to say afterwards they couldn't hear anything. They couldn't get the play calls in because it was that loud. I'm excited for the Gators and the future that they have. But man, this game right here is the same thing that happened to the Cowboys. It put the world on notice that, hey, we're actually going to do something. We're actually contenders this year. Even though we lost, it put the world on notice. So it was a great time. Thanks for having me, SEC Nation. And
Dude,
hopefully we'll do bigger and better things.
Dude,
Well, yeah, I mean,
you did a great job introing and hyping up that segment. Like,
Oh my
I watched
gosh.
it and I was like, Scooter just crushed that. Like,
So
you
listen,
got the fans into it. You look like a pro. I'm
they
not gonna
literally,
lie.
this is the prep I got. They were like, all right, just go out in the pit and you'll have 30 to 40 seconds. That was the prep. That was it. And so I was like, okay, bet. And then you know how to get the crowd hype, right? We're in Gainesville, we're in the swamp. Go Gators, let's go. It was just a fun time.
That loss, you're exactly right, because if my team, if the Gators lost that way, it's very encouraging, because then they can go play Georgia and lose in the exact same manner.
We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think we can play the footage. If
all right,
anything
the
will
other thing,
get us killed, it's playing college footage.
Yes. Tebow, by the way, you got to. I saw you hugging and dapping Tebow. Did he even? You've met. This is what, the third time you met him. Did he remember you at all?
No, he did not remember me. And you know what? I don't fault him, because there are a lot of people Tebow is interacting with on a day-to-day basis. So, Tebow, I love you though. Go Gators.
All right, we're debuting a new segment here called the Circle of Trust. Brandon,
Hit the music.
Yes, hit the music, please.
It is the circle.
Hold on.
The Circle of Trust.
Wait, you're looking for music?
Yeah, we don't have music.
I don't have that.
We're not that professional. But throw the graphic on. Do the thing. Do the thing.
You
All
want me
right,
to do
let me
this?
set this up. Let me set this up. Okay. Listen, there's quarterbacks in the league that are like Aaron Rodgers and Pat Mahomes, where if they have a bad week, you don't care, because next week they're going to be just fine. Just like Aaron Rodgers, of course, playing the Lions is the ultimate get right. But we want to know, what about these other quarterbacks? Are they at the cool kid table? Are they allowed? Are they going to let us down and not steal our lunch money and come sit with us and be cool with us, not bully us or push us around? So we know that Aaron and Patrick we can trust. But what about these guys down here at the bottom? Let's go through these one by one. Brandon, I want you to kind of, since
I'll be moving the images around. I think we start with Tree and Jameis Winston. That seems like a fun combo to me.
Famous Jameis Winston. He looked like crap in that game against Carolina. I mean, he was getting exposed left and right. His offensive line was collapsing on him. The Panthers defense, they crushed on him like he was serving delicious meals out of his food truck in Jacksonville. It was not good at all. He was getting munched and crunched. There was some dinging going on. The turnover bakery was cooking again. I mean, one of them was in garbage time, but let me have this. Let me have this. It's one game. Unfortunately, Jameis has a propensity to have these stinkers to go along with his great game. So now, until I get further proof that he's legit, I am keeping him out of the circle of trust. Sorry, James. You are not eating the W. You are eating that L soup.
Okay. Tom Grossi, who is buried by...
It's okay. I'm still here.
Welcome to my world last week.
Why don't you take Joe Burrow, Tom?
Joe, he had a rough week too. And I think, I feel like behind that O-line, you can't really trust. Sorry, hold on. You can't really trust anything behind that O-line. But I think he'll pick himself up, and by week 6, he'll be a little bit better. But then week 7, he might be hurt again because of the O-line.
So is he in or out? Put him
in. Put him in.
You're trusting Joe Burrow. Okay. All right.
I trust him.
Okay.
You're trusting El Donkey. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
My donkey.
Well, he is handsome, so
he smoked a cigar once.
Brandon, you got to tell us whether you trust Teddy Bridge or not.
Oh my God.
Oh, he trusts him with it. Oh, sorry. He trusts him with his life. You should hear him on GPS.
Teddy Bridgewater. I would, if I needed a babysitter, I would trust Teddy with my child. Look. All right. The Broncos have not been perfect, even against not so great opponents. But the one man who has been perfect is Teddy Bridgewater. I've seen Teddy Bridgewater play well for the Vikings. I've seen Teddy Bridgewater play well for the New Orleans Saints. And he has his 2 best game stretch ever for the Broncos, 120 plus passer rating. He has thrown on the blitz, okay, 10 blitzes. He is 10 for 10, 177 yards, and 4 touchdowns. So you try to blitz this man, he's going to make you pay. He is not only in the circle of trust, he is my circle of trust. Because if something happens to Teddy, Broncos might be screwed.
Listen, that was a great monologue, bro. That might be the best monologue ever.
I've been waiting my whole life to, for 5 years to hype up a Broncos QB again.
Is that who you would trust to take your baby to go get shots? By the way,
she should be returning shortly.
From all those shots that she took, it was
My
just
baby
straight fireball.
wanna go to the bar. I'm not going to stop her.
All right, Scooter, since you have so much faith that the Falcons will have a better record than the Colts, tell me whether Matt Ryan is allowed to sit at the cool kid table.
Get him out immediately. He's the reason Kyle Pitts has not gotten me any fantasy points. I don't trust this man, okay? I trust Kyle. I don't trust the man throwing the ball up, okay? Get it near him, in the vicinity. Get him out, though. Get him out.
Yes. I guess I know who's going to talk about Ben Roethlisberger, and it's not any of the non-Steelers fans in this chat. It's about a guy named UrinatingTree. Tell me whether Ben Roethlisberger is in or out.
Dude, every time Ben Roethlisberger loses a game, something comes out about him being injured or some crap like that. It's like, oh no, my pec's injured for whatever reason. I'm sorry, you're not 29 anymore. You're going to fall off. I mean, he showed like moments where he was like that old quarterback. Thank you, Eric Ebron, for dropping that. But for the most part, I'm still going to keep him out of the circle of trust because unfortunately his skills have declined. His arms, like he'll throw the deep ball every now and again, but it's not like really there per se. He does a lot of short passes. I mean, the Steelers offense has it's very one-dimensional again. The main thing is there's a lot of different motions, and I mean they just got beaten by the Raiders. And I mean,
poopy caca.
No, he doesn't take no for an answer, Tom.
I'm very surprised.
That has a double meaning, and that's dark.
I'm very surprised that the guy that gave Ben Roethlisberger his nickname, a very derogatory one, does not trust him. Mm-hmm. And we all know who that is. Don't type it in the chat. I will take Derek Carr, okay? Because all y'all got to go, and I want Derek Carr. Because we have seen this movie before, right? Derek Carr gets the Raiders out to a great start. I think there was one year where they were, had 11 wins, 12 wins, something like that. They looked like a playoff team.
He got injured that year.
He got hurt. He got broke. We've seen this movie before, but for some reason this year's different. The man that wears eyeliner is going to take his team farther than they've ever gone before, which is a possible second-round playoff loss. I am trusting Derek Carr this season.
That's crazy.
Until he gets hurt.
That's a hot take.
Asterisk until he gets hurt.
Hot.
He's going to have to go through Teddy.
You don't think Derek Carr's backup is better than him?
Marcus Mariota?
Peterman?
Injured.
Oh.
Yeah, Mariota's
injured right now.
Yeah, it's Nathan Peterman now, man.
Yeah, the goat.
So yes,
he's better than him at throwing interceptions.
Nathan Peter goat, baby. Don't diss the Pitt legend.
All right.
He may be terrible, but he's our terrible quarterback. God dang it.
Honestly, it looked like the Raiders were going to use Marcus Mariota creatively throughout football games, but he literally got hurt on his first run, which was like a big 30 or 40-yard run, and he's on IR for a while, I think.
Okay. So everyone that's watching the show saw the thumbnail, which is about the money tree, which is this fella right here.
The money tree taketh away.
The fat Buddha sitting on the gold. And this is a segment that we did last week where you just bet against Tree.
I spitballed. Yes. Let me put it to you this way. Last week, I made several predictions. First, I said that the Redskins were going to win against the Giants. Unfortunately, that happened. It was terrible. But unfortunately, what you need to realize is that the Giants blew it. And if they did not blow that missed field goal and they got offsides, that would have been a successful bet.
If wishes
and the
were
second
fishes,
one, though, was much more successful. It was Seattle against Tennessee. If you remember, I picked Seattle to win the game, and you should have put your money on Tennessee because Derrick Henry realized that I had somehow willed the jinx into existence, and Derrick Henry decided to rumble and stumble and bumble and fumble all over every single thing. And you want to know something? Everything was good in the world of your money if you chose to do that. But this week, we have week 3. It's a brand new slate. I'm not going after the Thursday night football game because it's way too easy. I just say Houston, and then I can pretend like, oh, everyone wins money and everything's good there. No. We're going to go over some big games. First off, we're going to go LA Chargers and Kansas City. We got ourselves a very intriguing matchup. Kansas City looked very weak on defense. Chargers have a strong quarterback core, great offensive core if they can undo the touchdowns. But offense is definitely going to be the issue. Arrowhead's going to be another issue as well. Personally, for me, I think the Chargers go into Arrowhead and beat the Kansas City Chiefs. So put that down right there. You got to bet the Chiefs because that is the craziness that's going to happen. I've got one more game to show you today, folks, and I want to mention Tampa Bay versus the Los Angeles Rams, 2-2-0 teams heading into SoFi. Tom Brady heading home to California to just take a massive dump all over that field. And you want to know something? I think that's what's going to happen. I think Tampa Bay is going to go in and they're going to beat the Rams. So you know what you do? You bet on the Rams. I want testimonies. I want pride. I want that money to flow, and you're going to be diving in there like Scrooge McDuck.
Like Scooter McGruder in the swamp.
Yeah, except don't do that because you're going to break all your bones if you dive into a pool of money. But that is my money tree for the week. I'm so sorry if I jinxed your team, and that segment was sponsored by DraftKings. They're giving away $1,000 deposit bonus of up to that amount with the first deposit when you use the code word clickbait. Download the app now and use the Como code that we just mentioned. That's click and bait. One word, just like this segment right now. And you receive a deposit up to $1,000. It's the top-rated sportsbook app. It's safe, secure, and reliable. Unfortunately, I did not bet on the Titans, but I should have because I would have made some money.
Yeah.
And I'll probably end up doing that before, maybe like a smaller bet. But you know what? I'm going to have testimony next week, and I'm going to show you the light of betting against me. That's what the money tree's about. It's about the spirit of giving, and I'm giving you this really bad advice so you can say, no, I'm not doing that. I'm going to go elsewhere, and that's why we succeed with the money tree, boys.
I really like this new segment. Great job, Tree.
Two things to that segment. One, the face that is depicted there is going to be in my dreams tonight. Whether it's going to be a nightmare or a different type of dream, I don't know yet. We'll kind of see.
I feel like it's like one of those like dreams where you're just like climaxing. That's what it feels like. Oh my god, like, it is bad.
It's like, oh, I took the over on the Tampa Bay game. Oh.
So that's one.
Yeah,
man.
That's one.
So
Two. Excuse me. Listen, folks. As many of you know, I'm no longer professionally teaching. However, that is actually not Buddha. Buddha is actually a skinny guy from India. That's Budai from China. So I just wanted to make that clarification. Thank you.
Right.
Who knew?
It's the fat, happy Buddha.
Who knew?
This is football Buddha. Who
Buddha Baker?
Has been eating
Buddha Baker.
Tom's going to teach a lot more than that.
Unrelated, Tree, how much product is in your hair right now? Like, it is just
not much.
Completely vertical.
Right?
It's like 90s.
Well, what I did earlier was I put my head in a deep fryer. I waited for it to dry, and then I slicked it up, and somehow I have not gotten third-degree burns on my hands yet. It's probably all over my face.
Did you use Head and Shoulders?
No, I did not use Head and Shoulders. I did use Head and Shoulders last night when I was showering, but I use.
You know what? I would have loved you didn't say.
Is that part of Procter & Gamble? Because that's the case. Then I did use Head and Shoulders by proxy.
You look like you have a date with Ben Stiller later.
And of course, everyone knows.
I don't have a date with Ben Stiller. I am Ben Stiller.
It is Meet the Parents references all day. So
yeah. Think about it.
Do you puff the magic dragon, Tom? It looks like you do.
All right, got a couple more segments left to go. We are chugging right along. Now, this segment is where you guys get to beat on me, and it's unfortunate.
I don't know if I can.
Tree's face up again.
Right.
I don't know.
It's also me.
What a segue that we have. The Giants are 0-2.
I made a big old nut, and apparently I'm proud of it.
According
It's
to
like
the,
Get on Adam, guys.
according to the show premise, apparently I'm supposed to defend these guys. So you guys just dump on me, and I'll try to counterpoint whatever this sad broken man is capable of doing.
When do you think you're going to get your first win? That's the first question I have for you. Five.
When do the Giants get their first win?
I picked the Giants to win this week.
It better be this week. So they're playing the Falcons. I think if the Giants lose to the Falcons this weekend, Dave Gettleman is insta-fired. Like somebody is getting fired if the Giants do not beat the Falcons, who look like one of the worst teams in the NFL right now. Matt Ryan might as well be playing in a wheelchair out there. It's really disgusting how bad the Falcons have been. The Giants are supposed to be optimistic because they hung in there and they put up 29 on the Redskins, but I don't know what I'll do. I mean, I might have to cut off, not pay my gas bill, because if the Giants lose to the Falcons, I'm going to be Sylvia Plathing it. I'm going to put my head in that oven and turn it right on.
I have a question.
But no, I think
serious question. Do you think Daniel Jones is the guy? Is he the guy going forward? Or
he has to be for now. Look, you saw in that game how dynamic he can be.
Who's your backup quarterback?
I don't even know. Kyle
Is it
Loretta?
Mike Glennon?
No, yes, it's Mike Glennon. So
because we have some breaking news here, ladies and
neck.
gentlemen. Mike Glennon no longer the longest neck in the NFL. That belongs to Davis Mills.
General Davis Mills.
Per Next Gen Stats. So it is official. I can't believe I almost forgot I had this in the bank. What a good time to
Mike
bring that
Glennon
up.
won from a pinky finger, and now Davis Mills, I don't know if you guys think the same thing. His head looks like an uncircumcised penis.
What?
how did we get here?
How did we get here?
I have no idea.
Put up
But it looks really
Did
bad.
we get here?
But
Could you imagine if Davis Mills got a propecia caught in his throat? What would happen there? Anyways, that's an older joke. What he swallowed a pill and 2 days later.
Is Danny Jones starting at QB next season for the Giants?
If they make the playoffs, like I said, you saw what
playoffs. How are y'all making the playoffs?
You're not making the playoffs. Get out of here. You're getting rid of Daniel Jones and Saquon and Gettleman and Coach Garrett and a few others.
Playoffs?
Get out.
Saquon doesn't even like you guys anymore. Saquon is done with the Giants. When his rookie contract is up, let's see what happens with Saquon. I'm very interested to see.
Who would you rather have as your running back right now, Saquon Barkley or Ezekiel Elliott?
Man, I'll have the healthy one. The healthy one.
Oh.
Listen, Daniel Jones showed you what he can do, which is he can overthrow receivers slightly. He can run the ball, and he can score on touchdowns where there's an iffy hold in front of him. Look, I think if he just corrects, see, it's hard to defend this guy because I've been saying this for 2 years. If he just corrects the little things that he messes up on, I've been saying this on repeat for 24 months. So maybe he's not the guy. I'm supposed to be defending my team, and they're getting me into circular logic where I'm just completely wrong. Fine.
It just feels like he always fumbles at the wrong time. Every game,
time to fumble,
or throws an interception at the most inopportune time.
Look, no turnovers.
Every game.
Look, no turnovers against one of the better defenses in the league. No turnovers, no interceptions, no fumbles, and he ran the ball effectively, and he passed it effectively until Darius Slayton did that whole thing where he dropped the ball. But
he did slightly overthrow it.
The Giants win this week. The Giants win this week, or I don't know.
In your heart,
do we want to make a wager?
In your heart, do you think the Giants beat the Falcons? In your heart, search your heart.
And don't forget about Adam and I's season-long wager.
Oh yes, if the Giants do not make the playoffs, I have to buy a Daniel Jones jersey.
And if the Broncos don't make the playoffs, I have to buy a Drew Lock jersey because they'll both be irrelevant.
Scooter, I've been pondering.
At least the Jones jerseys will be on sale.
All right.
That is true.
I defended that about as well as Scott Peterson's lawyer defended him in that trial. Dark humor today.
Scooter, I was thinking because we had a wager with Scooter, and here's a thought that I had. If this wager goes through, in which the Falcons do better than the Colts, I will buy a jersey of your choosing.
Okay.
Of like my most hated rival. You get to pick whatever player it is. Like I'll buy an Anthony Barr jersey if you really want me to. I'll sign it, and I will auction it off for charity. And for you, you just have to do the same, but I pick the jersey. So one person out there will have.
All right, Berkshire will shake. Berkshire, wrong.
Look at that.
Look at that. All right, Tree, it's your turn to defend the Steelers.
Let me tweet this.
I mean, the only thing you can really defend is that the defense is injured to heck and back. That's all you can really say. Like, no TJ Watt means they couldn't get any quarterback blitzing, and they rush 4, and that's how they usually get their pressures. They get it from Stephon Tuitt, from Cam Hayward, from TJ Watt, and maybe Highsmith or Dupree when he was here, or Melvin Ingram, who's more of a pass rush specialist. Once TJ Watt was out, there was no pressure on that quarterback. And
I want you to defend. This is what I want you to defend is in garbage time, you're down 2 scores, and you run another play as time is going out.
I ain't defending that. I ain't defending that because that is a boneheaded play. That is stupid. The main thing is you're down by 2 scores, you're down by 20. You're trying to pad Ben's stats, or the standard is the standard, or not living in your fears or whatever. Then why are you punting on a 4th and 1? That's the one thing I have to ask. If you want to go balls out on a 20 seconds left, down by 9. Maybe if you're down by 8, maybe I could see it. But the problem is once Daniel Carlson kicked that late field goal, you're done. I'm sorry. Just take the knee, go home, and regroup for Cincinnati next week, who might make some more issues there, because if TJ Watt does not play, you ain't getting pressure on that quarterback. And that's the bigger concern for me. Defensively, they look vulnerable. I don't know what pressure is. Pressure is apparently when your head explodes from all the hubris of Packers fans pretending that they're relevant because they beat Detroit. And also, as I'm saying,
in the first quarter, talking a whole about smack, and then you weren't there for the whole second half. What happened? Did you get busy?
I was out and away, and I was busy. Yes, I was. I was too busy having beautiful dreams about Tom Grassi melting down because of Green Bay losing a game against Detroit.
But they didn't. So it was fiction. It was fictionalized.
Yeah, I'll see you in week 4, buddy. You're going to lose.
It's going to be a time. Clickbait's going to be. It's going to be bad.
And then don't the Broncos Steelers play week 5-ish or something?
Yep, exactly. We should do something for that too, Brandon.
Wow.
Because remember last year, you guys nearly came back.
I know. And now we got Teddy Roosevelt ready to light you up.
No, you got Teddy Ruxpin, dude. Teddy Ruxpin.
How dare you?
Hogs Master.
All right, let's wrap the show up. That was a weak defense right there. That was not a strong.
Well, it's not a weak defense. There's not much to defend. You just got beat.
Can we speak about one thing very quickly that I think is very important? Our fantasy league. I went up against the auto draft, and I was kicking its ass. It's in the Bible. I can say it. I was destroying it. Okay. Monday night, I'm up 48 points. I had Derrick Henry. He was destroying. And they only had 2 people left. Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones. And so because of that, I lost being up 48 points on my the DraftKings logo's on top of me, but I will not be silenced. I scored more than everybody else in this league except the damn auto draft. All right? This is an outrage. And I just want to say Tom Grassi is still going to win the Fantasy Football League. So watch your butts.
No, dude. Auto draft's gonna win the fantasy.
Yeah, auto
should have had a 6 guy.
100%.
Yeah.
We should have just had that as a bye
week. I'm kicking your ass this week. I'm kicking your ass next week when the Packers play the Steelers. Mark it down.
No, you're not.
Mark it down.
Dude, auto draft has Darren Waller just sitting on the bench.
They have DeAndre Hopkins sitting on the bench.
It's not fair.
Yeah, it's not. All right, we have a game. We have a game tonight, and then we'll wrap it up with the super chat.
I got a
good lottery of death.
So.
Yes, and since none of y'all are actually doing the punishments, get off your butts and do the punishment.
Okay,
You're supposed to sing a song.
I'm waiting for my jacket.
Oh yeah, what about the Manny Petty tree? You waiting for
Yeah,
that?
Well, I'm waiting for that too. Maybe I'll do it when the
What, you gotta
Ravens
wait for the
come.
pandemic
You ever
to be
think
over?
of that, Tom?
Manny
Come
Petty's
on.
not even a punishment.
Don't you have a
Yeah, I
punishment
know.
too? Aren't you
It's a
supposed
spa
to
day.
serenade
Foot
us with
massage.
Ed Sheeran and all that
Ed
wonderful
Sheeran,
jazz?
no,
What
it's supposed to
happened
be
there?
Hamilton.
What happened there?
It's supposed to be
Oh,
Hamilton.
sorry, from Hamilton. Sorry.
I got busy. I couldn't do it. That's
All right. The line tonight, it's Texans versus Panthers. The Panthers are favored by 8.5. The money line is -10 on the Panthers. OU is 43. Why don't we just go around and call it? Who you taking tonight? Brandon Perna.
Oh man, my number one team in America right now, the Carolina Panthers, behind the best defense in the league, 10 sacks, first against the run, first against the pass. They are going to crush David Mills in his first start. The last thing you want is a rookie quarterback on a short week to prepare, facing the best defense in the league. Outside of me being crazy for putting the Panthers number one, I just think it's a bad situation for Davis Mills.
Yeah, you're really sticking your neck out there.
Got him.
Boom, roasted tree. Who you taking tonight?
Well, it's do I pick the heir apparent to General Mills or do I take the realistic pick? I don't know. I'll take the Panthers. Just a hunch. No. Maybe. It'll be an ugly game. It'll be fantastically ugly. Just what football is all about. You had your good game last week, and now you're going to have 14 stinkers on Thursday night.
Ooh.
Scooter, who you got?
Listen, I don't really care that much about this game. I have the Panthers. What I do care about is I'm going to need Christian McCaffrey to score 9 touchdowns, get off to a roll in my fantasy league. Okay, that's all I'm hoping for. PPR, by the way. We need Christian McCaffrey to score 4 touchdowns,
Yes.
20 receptions,
Yes.
200 yards.
Yes.
That's all I'm hoping for.
You still have
I
Ben
need him to get
DiNucci
100
as your
rushing yards,
QB,
so
by
I'm
the
there.
way, Scooter, in the fantasy league. You still have DiNucci.
I didn't know if we were like keeping like the garbage line.
No, you can put in whoever you want.
Yeah, you can optimize now
Yeah,
after you lost to me.
optimize.
Thank you. Appreciate
I'll
it.
optimize.
Tom, who you picking tonight?
Yeah, this game is a stinker. Like, I have zero interest in this game. I'm going to go with the Carolina Panthers. I think Mills is going to have himself a little bit of a tough evening, and I think that defense going to eat him alive, just like you would eat General Mills breakfast cereal. Let's get it.
Adam, you need to pick the Texans or you're going to curse the Panthers.
Listen, this is how I'm going to do it, right? Because I'm not stupid, but I'm not as dumb as I look. I'm going to take the Panthers to win the game on the money line, but the Texans will somehow cover the 8.5. That's a value bet right there. I think because
No.
What?
I need that to not happen as well.
Okay, well, you're getting it. You're betting
you said
against me.
numbers.
I think the Texans with the 8.5. This could be a game where it's like 30 something to 20 something, and that in between that 30 and the 20 is 8.5 points. So Texans cover tonight, and never take any advice from me. I suck at gambling. Mm-hmm.
No, you take the opposite advice of guys like me in 5. For that
I'm
reason.
very much worse.
That's why you have a gimmicky segment.
Oh, where's the Panthers meme tweet? Where is that? We got to show that.
No, we have the animatronic panther come up here and just eat us all alive.
That thing was crazy.
We spent
Do
our
you
entire
have it?
budget on that.
Are we gonna? Way to be ready to go, Perna. Mm-hmm.
Hey,
I see your.
you guys got words you can use to talk, huh?
What?
Fantastic.
Oh, that's the meme right there. Okay.
I
Does
do
this
love that.
curse
By the
the
way,
Panthers?
Also,
Is it a
if you're gonna
good
bet the
meme or
game
a
tonight,
bad
use our
meme?
code Clickbait on DraftKings. And Tom got shouted out by the NFL, by the way.
It's true.
Ooh, he did.
Sneaking in.
Scooter got that last week.
Yes. All
What
right.
did the NFL do?
And their game preview, they just randomly shouted me out on the Packers 49ers one. I didn't even know, like, one of my fans was just like, hey, is this you? And I'm like, what? And it happened.
Nice.
Thanks, NFL.
Look at
Appreciate
you.
Crucial.
Appreciate
Let's go.
you. That's why
Okay.
Tom
Communism.
and Scooter
Making
are
those
on the
big
bottom.
bucks, baby. That's how you do it.
Communism.
I got
is
paid
spreading.
$0 for that.
Communism is spreading. All right. As everyone knows, the
Oh,
super
communism.
chats, whoever gets the most super chats at the end of the show loses. And now that we're all on at level playing ground, we can see. So we have 30 seconds. You and the audience have 30 seconds to hopefully punish someone at the end of the show if these losers over here would actually do their punishments instead of "Oh, too much work to do." To give the people what they want.
To shift.
All right, run the countdown, and let's see who loses.
I'm waiting for it to shift.
Start it now.
I'm Tom.
Yes. Everyone punish Tree or Scooter.
No.
Or Brandon needs to be punished too. He needs to say another Aaron Rodgers song.
Heck not.
I got good
down to
punishment.
the end of the show. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
2, 5, 6, 7, 2, 8.
Any last? Oh, he coming through at the end. Howdy, Tom.
What's up, Tom?
What's up, Tommy? Nism.
Tom Comey is going to get the habeas corpus shoved up his ass as
Jamie.
punishment.
Oh,
Kip, why Kip?
this is gonna be close tonight.
Why Kip?
Let's go.
Let's go, Kip.
Why would you do that?
All right.
That came in late.
Ooh, we got a betting war.
Well, no, it's now.
No.
Now the score. Okay, Tree.
No. Those two came in late. They came in.
No, they came in early.
No.
You know what?
They came in.
They came in
Tree,
time. There's a little
How
delay.
much? Tree, how much?
I am only $58, so I'm losing this.
That's your
week.
final tally.
The gods above 58.
Brandon,
feels believing.
No, those
I am
donuts
safe.
be late.
Thank you.
I don't care.
I have.
You complained about me when I won that one time. That was BS.
I have
That's
110 and 99. Now it comes
Not
down.
bad, not
Oh,
bad.
Scooter's already fist pumping. Scooter, what do you have?
We're at $85.69, baby.
Tom's got him stacking up now.
Tommy.
Stacking up like those dollar bills.
Kip,
Tommy.
I appreciate you, Kip.
Yes, Kip is a beast, by the way. Tommy, final
Rip it
score,
and kip it,
please.
baby.
Well, I'm at 149.77 because $50 just came in late. I wouldn't have lost it. That's fine.
Okay, I've got a proposal.
All right, here it is.
I've got a punishment proposal. Last night I did a little Zoom hangout with my patrons, and they're like, "Hey, we've got a punishment idea. Loser has to buy." So Tom, they specifically mentioned Tom.
Of course, there's this.
Tom has to buy, or if he has already, a Vikings jersey.
Yes.
And for the week, Tom has to wear the Vikings jersey in all of his videos. His regular videos.
You know how many videos I put out?
Well, and this is excluding your AFC, NFC things because obviously
Right,
that's
skip.
up the video. But
Okay.
I thought taking it to the next level where we have to wear the team we hate the most in our videos, kind of a good punishment.
You know who took the L today, Tom? Nice.
10 out of 10.
No!
You know what?
There it is. Are we agreeing to this?
Just
10 out of 10.
Are we not using the veto here? This is a go.
I think so.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, it's a go. All right.
All right, I'll start off. Streams too. Streams too.
Oh yeah, I will see you on
Especially,
GTA.
don't worry.
do
You
the
do
Packers
a lot of
stream.
glug on those streams. You'll be fine.
Can I not do it on the Packers? I have a superstition about the home.
That's fine. You do enough videos where
Yeah, buddy, you're gonna get like 10 videos off.
Tom's
of
gonna
it,
have
so-
10 videos with it. Yeah, exactly. You'd be like, I
Okay.
did
All right,
20
well-
more videos this week though, guys.
Yeah.
We need some type of outro, but I don't really care.
What are we putting out? What's coming out?
Oh, okay.
On the channels?
Brandon, what do you got coming on?
Dignity.
Come along.
Oh,
you
yesterday I did a nice little Justin Fields gonna start video, and tomorrow I will have some NFL news up. I actually can't say. Tomorrow NFL news video.
Tree, what's coming out?
Working on a few things, mostly some writing scripts for baseball and college football. So a few things there. Hoping for something out over the weekend. And then sports ball, which will hopefully not be released at 11:59 p.m.
Sports ball's back. I really like this week's version of it. Tom, what you got going on?
Crucial.
We got the Q&A tomorrow. Oh, we got GPS, of course, tomorrow morning, 11 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
You'll get to talk about that fantastical Thursday night game,
and then like
too.
20 and like 20 videos next week though.
And Scooter, what famous person thing are you going to go eat lunch with the Queen tomorrow? Like, are they flying you to London so that you can kick off the season?
You having dinner with Joe Biden?
Relax. All I'm doing is putting out a week 3 predictions video following the end of this stream. Look at it. And then we got the premiere of College Football Therapy. We're going to get that series going again this week. I'm excited for that. Well, yeah, look for those.
And I have the video on Branson High School, the worst high school field in America. It's in the can. It's ready to go. It'll be debuting tonight. Hopefully it's a boring game, but I've got it set for 10 o'clock tonight. So
I swear to God, Adam, if anytime you use my B-roll, if my name isn't in the right corner with a credit to image, I'm going to copyright claim that stuff.
You won't.
You would. We're ending the show. That's all right. Okay.